Hello, 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 everyone. It's from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. I see that I have forgotten to turn that light on again. How bad's the shadows? Oh, I need the light on. Okay, so it's a beautiful sunshiny day. We had a bit of rain yesterday, not nearly enough to help kind of just washed away the dust. Um, it's sunny. It looks great. I'd love to get out and plant the garden today. Not sure if that's going to happen because we still have smoke in the air, and with my breathing, it could be a little compromised. Currently 14 degrees Celsius, which means it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit, and yeah, I really would like to get my garden in, but it's also craft afternoon at my friend's place, right? And it is also 10% Tuesday. Yeah, smoke and dust too. It's brutal. I mean, it was like 10 out there yesterday. Nasty. It's just been brutal, 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 brutal. So, yeah. Nice to see you, Teresa. Nice to see you, Anne. Welcome, welcome. I would like to, our swap for the group thing is tassels this month. So I don't know what I want to do. Yes, yeah, crafternoon. Yeah, yeah, I love it. I did post pictures yesterday. I've decided to create June bugs. I got a bug in my ear about doing this. So I made June bugs. I posted pictures of them, but I didn't show them in their completion. This is what they look like when they're complete. Good morning, Belinda. Nice to see you. So I made June bugs, and once they're glued down, I give them the legs and antennae. Your sun was pink there. It's been orange here for the last little while. I wasn't up when the sun came up this morning, so I don't know what it was like today. So I have been blinging this tassel up. I guess I could continue working on this and use it as, part of the swap. Or I've got this little one that I haven't started anyhow to do. But I'm really kind of leaning towards this green one. Oh, thanks, Anne. I was just sitting here and doing the backgrounds for these ATCs because we swap ATCs every month as well. So I need to do 20 of them. And I thought, it's June, June bugs. So I played around quite a bit to get them so that whatever, you know how my mind works. It just tangents. So I don't know. This one I like because it's just so wonky and wild, and it's got quite a variety of fabrics and lace, and I've got crocheted flowers on there already. You know what? Maybe I'm just going to finish this one because I think that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. Ah, thanks, Belinda. It's funny, Belinda, because I was thinking of you the whole time I was doing them, going, oh, maybe I should have warned Belinda that there were going to be bugs here. I was thinking of you. So I did a wrap and I put this ring thing on. And I've got this, because of the way I did it, I've got this sticky out piece. So what if I fringe that? Fringe it. Let's just fringe it so that it frays even more. I am going to be narrating as I do this, of course. So there I've got a nice little fringy thing. I'd really like to get my garden in today. I know you don't do well with bugs. That's why I was thinking of you the whole time. Didn't stop me from making them, though. Rude, eh? Okay, so I've got that. I've got this really funky blue bead stitched down on a very short piece of fabric here. Lots of frays. I've got lots of frays in here. I think that's just going to add to it. Then I added a piece of crocheting with beads on it. I stitched it down to make it a bit longer. This one, remember last week when I was working on the journal, I said, oh, I could crochet like a leaf string for a wrap. This has a thin crocheted leaf string. I've got a sequin and bead on this piece. Good morning, Andrea. Nice to see you. As I say, this one's got some crocheted flowers. This big piece of fabric has nothing. These ribbons have nothing. Well, this one has one little sequin on it. So I'm just going to be adding random things. This one I did a series of cross stitches down it, added beads, you know. You could be lurking. I'll be with you. All right. All right. And this ribbon was from some sort of a gift box. And it's got sparkles and, you know, it's got a little bit of glitter. And then, of course, I've got burlap and lace and more fabric. This is a flannel. So let's just pull some stuff out and decide what we're going to do. I am going to use this one. I've decided. I am. And because it's just got the wrap on it, I have added this blue ribbon. It's not sitting as nice as I had anticipated, but that's okay. That is okay. Sorry, I've got a pop-up thing in the middle. So I can add more of these kinds of ribbons to the wrap around. Some more crocheting if I want. Just to have some fun. This one has a button. You know what? Let's start with, somebody had asked what I do with those 4-hole buttons. Let's put one on here. I'll find a 4-hole button and I will do the embroidery for the leaves and then the French knot so it looks like it's got a flower in it. Let's see if I can find 3 buttons that kind of match. This is one of those snippet tassels, right? That, you know, basically, aside from the crochet and embroidery, look at these old hearts, these old heart buttons. Aren't they beautiful? It's not going to stop me from using them, though. There's 2. There's 3. Okay. So I've got 3 buttons, 4 holes each. So I'm going to do them up this piece here. Right there. So first of all, I need some green embroidery floss because we'll do the leaves and stems. Also, when you have buttons like this, some sequins have double holes in some of the butterflies and what have you. I don't have them here. I mean, I pulled out a lot of stuff, but, you know, I can't pull everything out. Okay, what kind of a green do I want? Maybe a darker green? I think that'll show better. So what kind of filling did you use in those egg bites, Anne? I was going to ask you. I'm just lopping off a hunk of this green embroidery floss. I don't know. I get a lot of embroidery floss from people whose moms are going and into nursing homes and stuff. So they just, I just collect. And these are from the dollar store. But I wanted more of a, this is a, almost like a Kelly greenish. Hey, Janine, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, so this is a bigger one. Let's get a bigger needle. They're right here. How bad's the smoke affecting you, Janine? I noticed my sister had posted that they are looking for people to help in kitchens. They're feeding 1,200 plus people a day, this one kitchen, one restaurant. or it's a catering company. They're feeding 1,200 people a day, so they were looking for people to work in the kitchen. If it wasn't in Winnipeg, I would definitely sign up because I would like to do something like that. But fat-free feta, oh, nice, Anne. Okay, we're gonna see if the eyeballs are good enough to let me thread needles today. Come on, Kim, you can do this. The eye of this needle is like a mile long. There we go. And I am going to use it doubled. And I am going to put a knot towards the end. The reason I'm going to make them separate is so they can be used as snippets. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad. I was so glad for the rain. It is so dry. Okay, so we're going to put the button on here. It's got a knot at the end, double thread. So you come out the bottom hole. You have them so that the holes are going this way down the ribbon. We're just going to do 3 little straight stitches. But we always come back down to the bottom hole. So we did one side. Now we're going to go up to the center. And back to the bottom. And up the other side. And that gives us our leaves and stems. Come on, focus. No, it was honey and I can't remember. But I mean, I'm sure everybody's looking for help right now for that. There are 4 or 5 different totally losing my train of thought here. 4 or 5 different drop-off places for donations as well. And I was thrilled to see that Costco actually donated a truckload of diapers and baby formula. Okay, so I just tied a knot at the end. We're going to trim it back. Now, the problem being is these knots are big and ugly, but at least I'll be able to pull it off or cut it off, snip it off, and use it. Oh, my sister posted it. She posted it on Facebook. So now we're going to put the second one down. I'm going to leave a bit of space between them because I want them to be able to snip them off and use them if they so desire. We have such bad fires here, guys. 17,000 people plus have been evacuated. Yeah. I've got stuff I can donate as well, but I'm thinking more I'd like to pick up things like hygiene products and cases of water, that kind of thing. I know everybody's going to be donating water, but definitely like feminine hygiene products, I think would be a big one that people would need. I was actually, yeah, something like that. Okay, so I'm just doing the second one. We're going to do a knot and this one as well. So many people have lost cottages and homes. And in a lot of the fire areas, they can't even get in yet to see what's gone. Oh yeah, the smokes. I'm housebound. I'm housebound right now. We do have one of those air purifiers that we can plug into the car. Like it's a room air purifier, but we have regular outlets in our vehicle. And so Ron got an air filter when we went to BC last year, just in case we ran into forest fires on the way home. Yeah, it's not fun. It is not fun. The whole world seems to be burning. It's crazy. Can't believe how much damage we have done to our world for this stuff to happen the way it is. Okay, so that's the third one. Okay, tie the knot at the back, trim the ends. That first one, that knot is just brutal. Absolutely brutal. You know, I don't know about you guys, but sometimes it takes me a little while to get back into the groove of hand stitching. If you're not doing it all the time, you kind of lose the rhythm for it. You've got the muscle memory, but the rhythm just isn't there. Oh, cut that one way short. Well, I can always put just little drops of glue on them. So we've got the stems and leaves happening. Yay! No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I mean, we're not even allowed to use our smoker because it's got fire, right? And we can't use our barbecue because it's charcoal. Yeah, the brain does not talk to the hands, does it? Yeah, fire bans have been for a while. All right, so now the ribbon itself has like blue and green flowers. I think I want something punchier for the flowers, though. What about like a bright orange? Is that bright enough orange? These oranges seem muddy to me. Got a wild pink. What do you think? Pink, orange, purple. Oh, look at this orange. It's kind of like that orange. Look at this one. What do you think? Kind of like that. I've got some on this card. I think that's what I'm going to use. That's what I'm going to use. I don't measure. I just lop off. Just lop off. So we're going to thread this needle. First, we have to get the old thread out. It's just a little piece stuck in there that doesn't want to come. Silly thing. And again, we're going to struggle with the needle. Janine, I actually found a group of junk journalers in Winnipeg. They meet once a month. And that's what I'm doing this tassel for. We do a swap every other month kind of thing. Oh, I love my sewing machine. I am so glad to have it back. My second one is finished. The guy phoned me yesterday to let me know it's ready to be picked up. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled. Um, it's at the Fort Rouge Leisure Center on Osborne. It's a Facebook group. If you're interested, shoot me a PM and I will ask the ladies if you could join if you would like to. Those of you who do not know, Janine also lives in Winnipeg, which is like right around the corner from me. Okay, so now we're going to do a French knot. We're going to take the needle. I knotted it because, as I say, I want them all individual. We're going to pull it up here and we're going to do a French knot. Yeah. Oh, I'm thrilled. I am thrilled. Like I did all those unpapered towels, 5 households. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rice bags. I've got another one to make yet. And yeah. It's Sunday. It's a like the 4th Sunday of every month, Janine. And it's from 10 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. Okay, so we're going to do a French knot. And I know I wrap it 5 times. Most people do 3. But because it's going through a buttonhole, I want it to be really big. Especially with double stranded thread. How did the move go, Belinda? Oh, Belinda just had a move. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about it online. I'll ask you that later. My brain still isn't quite as functional as I would like it to be. It went great. Awesome. Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, so this is being a pig because why? Because I've got all these threads going through that hole in the. Okay, you know what? I might have to do this just with the single thread. It's not single thread. These are full pieces of embroidery floss. So that's like 6 strands of thread, right? 6 strands twice is 12 plus the green that's already in there. Yeah. I will ask the ladies if they're open to more people going. There is a slight cost to it, but I mean, it's not bad. You have to take your own lunch. But message me and I can give you more information. And you know what, guys? It's great because I can take stuff there and other people will say, oh, I could use that. And they take it home. Ask me how much stuff I've brought home, though. Please don't. I lost count. Because, okay, they had a one of the ladies in the group, their church was getting rid of all their hymnals. So they had, she picked up for the group, you know, they're free to our group, 200 of these hymnals. 200 of these little hymnals, like, you know, they're like, right? I've got 6 of them. I'm bad. Shh. Yes, Belinda, I took 6. I had thought of taking 10 and then thought, what are you doing? You have so many started to begin with. Why is this not working today, guys? My goodness gracious. I am. Doesn't want to come. It's annoying. Oh, why is my daughter messaging me? Sent me a picture of her chihuahua wrapped up in a blanket. Yeah, it is awesome. And of course, then they were talking about doing Arts Junction. Arts Junction is where people can donate art supplies, and artists who are looking for things is, yeah, I've got like, and I've got 6 of them. Only one of them doesn't have the pages in. So I'm going to have to do like a painting day and get a lot of those pages painted. Now I'm having it's where did my oh my goodness gracious. Have I forgotten how to do French knots? We have a mess. I am just look at this. Shh. Oh yeah, no. That's not working. We'll try again. They are open on Tuesdays, from what I understand, Tuesday afternoons, and then Wednesday afternoons for donations. And it used to be where you could pick up stuff for free, and now they're requesting small donations for stuff. Somebody picked up a whole bunch of lace remnants there. Yeah, Wednesday is donating day. Okay, we're going to do this with just the 3. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff I want to take as well. I have to go through all my fabric. This is my goal for this month, guys. I'm going to go through all my fabric and stuff I know darn well that I have 0 use for is going to get donated. Okay. 3rd time's the charm. Believe me. Oh, this is not pulling nice. It's tangled. We've got a mess. There. Okay, let's try this again. We're going through the top hole in this button. We're doing the wrap. I think this is why I stopped doing these, is because they're so much in the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back through the hole. Okay, so why am I having trouble going back through the hole like this? I don't want to resort to using pliers on this needle. What the heck, guys? What the heck? Yeah, and that's just it. I have so much stuff. I have uses for everything that I've got. I just have so much. Oh, you getting your ribbon skirts sewn? Nice. I have a girlfriend here who makes ribbon skirts. I mean, I can make my own as well. In fact, I hate doing clothes, but I think a ribbon skirt is easy enough that. Okay, so what's happening here is the wrap is coming through the hole at the back. That's why I'm struggling. That's just bizarre. You know, I had no problem doing this before. It's because I'm online. Ah, there we go. Maybe. Nope, that whole wrap thing is right there. Huh. You don't know how to thread your machine? See, what's happening is it's going through that silly knot. Well, now what? Okay, let's see what it. The whole thing just came right through. There's the knot that was there to hold it from coming through the ribbon. There is the wrap I did. It's all. Look, I have a circle. Goodness gracious. Can't get it to go. Okay, that knot is not big enough. And I have to watch that I don't get stuck with this in this big mess from the leaves. You know what? I think I want to pull that out because that's just ugly as well. We're just going to do this whole one over. We're going to do this one because it's not quite as bad. Didn't have as big of a mess behind it. Okay, so now we are going to wrap it. And go back through. See, that one worked just fine. It's because of that big clumpy knot I had there. I'm going to pull that. I'm going to rip it all out, that one. And so that's what it's going to look like when it's done. A little button with a little flower on it. Yeah, and I think one of my daughters wants a ribbon skirt as well, so I can see that that's what I'll be doing. 3 of my kids have asked for quilts. Like both my daughters want quilts, and my grandchild asked for a quilt. So I don't know. I've never made a ribbon skirt, but I've seen them made and they are beautiful. And I really would like to do one in my colors. I need them to match the ribbons on my drum. I know. My colors? My name is Brightwater Woman, and my colors are blue, orange, and yellow. Yeah, I've never made one either. So you would be tending the fire, Janine? See, this one didn't work either. Ah. The skirt itself is very simple. It's just a straight skirt, really. There's no um it's not like a wide belt kind of skirt. I don't know what it's called. You scared to cut it out? I could cut it. The origin of the ribbon skirts. That I am learning. See, for ceremonies, women wear skirts. They don't wear pants. Like any of the ceremonies I have attended, like the full moon ceremonies, the women's ceremonies and stuff, women aren't supposed to wear pants. And the skirts are, like I say, usually done in people's colors. Okay, see this one again. I am not getting the knot where I need it. Oh my goodness gracious. Now I've got a big knot. Young turtle woman. Nice. Yeah, I use red too. Whenever I think of my name, I think of like a sunset on the water. Okay, this did not work. Long cotton skirts, yeah. They're usually given to us by an elder. Our names and colors are usually given by an elder. Yeah. You would have dodged it by now, Belinda. Well, you know, Belinda, if I wasn't online, I possibly would too. But because I'm trying to demonstrate, I'm not really demonstrating. You guys know how to do this. You just needed to see how I kind of put it together. I'm trying to do my patience thing here. Look at this desk. Like seriously, this desk is disgusting. I have been tidying, believe it or not. But the more I tidy, the more unfinished projects I'm finding. So that's why I'm finishing this tassel. Because then it's one done out of the stack that I've got to do. Come on. Oh my goodness. See, it's pulling through. It's not supposed to pull through like that. That last one went so nice and easy. The yes men, yeah. I don't even know where my yes men are. I moved them because they were really irritating Miriam. They gave her a headache because they were kind of flapping in and out. I have no idea where they are. They could be upstairs. It's always chaos before order. Oh, you have no idea of the chaos in here. You really do not. No, no. I've taken to just stacking stuff beside me again, which is not a good thing. Yeah, Miriam's been having trouble with headaches lately, right? So when she asked me to move them, and that was months ago already that she asked if I could move them. I guess it was like a shadow or something. It created a flickering. Oh, that's not good, Janine. No, no. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, it just pulled it through again. Like, what am I doing wrong? Who does this? Yeah. I mean, I can't do fires and stuff anymore with my breathing. So I haven't been to ceremonies in a very long time, which is annoying. Very annoying. You don't do this? Yeah, headaches aren't a joke. They really aren't. So 1 out of 3 worked out just fine. Let's change direction and get rid of this big knot of green here. This is nice to be able to show you guys how even people who stream don't always get things right off the bat. Right off the bat. Nuts. Oh, I know. I know. That's why it's called a sweat lodge, because it's hot in there. All right. So, oh yeah, the experience is incredible. Okay. Okay. As we're making tassels. Center cut of the tearing rulers are for? Wall art. Yeah. Could be the orange thread. It could. I don't know. Center cut of the tearing rulers are for? I don't have a tearing ruler. There we go. I was wrapping it too tight, guys. That's what it was. Now I'm picking up green bits of thread. It's okay. It's okay. There. French knot. Woohoo! Yeah, no one smells. Nope. It is a lovely thing. I used to go to like the full moon, the women's ceremony, full moon ceremony out in St. Malo. But with my breathing, I just can't do fires anymore. Yeah, it was wrapped too tight. So that's a good to know thing. There. I'm getting some really ugly knots happening here. Oh, excuse me a moment. Uh, sorry, my sister's messaging me. There we go. Just checking up. Even rulers that have a hole, you believe? They have 3 holes. 3-ring binder. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah. All right. Back to the green. I had a piece of the green left over. And what did I do with it? There it is. I'm wondering if I can see it's big enough that I can use it. Okay. Now we're going to do this one backwards because I've got the orange threaded. But they're cute. Aren't they cute? Yeah, Teresa, you're going to have to be showing us how to do that. You haven't been to a full moon ceremony? My sister was taking me to the ceremonies. Yeah, Teresa's going to have to show us how to do that. I don't know. Are they metal rulers, Teresa? Oh, sure. So now the green wants to split. Do, do, do. Ooh. Wow. I'm struggling today, guys. I'm sorry. I thought, oh, this would be just nice and easy. Reminder to those living in Winnipeg, it's 10% Tuesday for groceries. 10% off your grocery bill. Sobeys and Co-op. I'm good company whether I sew or not. Oh, thanks. Did anybody try making those wraps I did on Sunday? Just curious. Oh, brutal, brutal, brutal. Can't even see the hole now. Well, I have a cataract forming, which doesn't help with that blob I get in my eyes due to stress. When I get stressed, I get this, and it's quite common, evidently. It's like looking through Vaseline. You get it right in the center of your eyeball, right on the retina. And So everything's a little bit distorted. And I think with my sister passing, I not, it's, you know, anyway, I've got this stupid bubble in my eye, and I've seen like the top eye dude in the province. And he says, yes, it's a very common thing. What you need to do is sit on the couch, watch Netflix, and play with puppies. Oh, they're plastic rulers with holes in them. They're for making tassels. Yes, we are getting mail at this time. They have not declared strike yet that I have heard. Okay, so I'm doing this green again on this one because, oi, maybe if I hold it up, much better. I find if I hold it and it's tighter, I can do it better. Okay, I'm going to go get a plastic ruler right away and see what we're talking about here. See if I can decipher it. Unfortunately, I'm not on StreamYard today, so I can't drag Teresa on to show us how to do that. Wow. What's with this one here? Big knots. Goodness. Well, it's just going to have to be fugly. I'm sorry, guys. Whoever gets this, I'm sorry. You got a big fugly knot on this one. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. I might have to pull that out again, guys. Really? Like, look at that. It's a slit down the center of his ruler, not a hole. Okay. Plastic rulers are here. First of all, let's take this needle and put it over here because we're going to get stabbed. We're squirreling here. We're doing the rabbit hole. Okay. This one, it's got a groove down the middle and a big hole. Morning, Jan. Like this, Teresa? Or like this? Oh. So you would wrap it through, right? Then you would cut it. This has a groove, and it's got the holes. So if I took, say, this stuff and put it on a needle. Let's get a blunt one so that you're not stabbing yourself. I have an idea. No hole, no groove, a slit. A slit. Okay, hang on. I got one of those as well. Okay, so that's got the hole in the groove. Hole in a groove. Hole in a groove. This one has a slit. No sense of timing. Like this, Teresa? It's got a slit. Oh, I wonder if that's the size for putting letters through. Like this. Okay, so I've got a few that have a slit. These all have slits. Oh, okay. So now you're going to have to talk me through this. Hey, I even have a ruler with this stuff on it. I can use that as a stencil. That's a groove. That's a wavy line. That's a groove. You're asking why I have all these rulers? Yeah, they're tearing rulers. And also because of working with kids, I had lots of rulers. And I still have lots of rulers. Okay, so one with a slit. Okay. I'm going to put these here because that's a ruler drawer. So, okay, now this is what I was thinking with this wooden ruler, guys. Is if you had your yarn, like you need big pieces of yarn. Right? So then if you did it like this, right, to the hole, and you just kept going through, right? And you do this a bazillion and one times till the holes are full. We made her need coffee. Yeah. Frustrated with you guys. You guys are nuts. Okay, so then you would cut that off and do that again. Yeah. Teresa, you're abandoning us in the middle of a tutorial. Goodness. Okay. So, anyway, I'm going to keep doing this. Because that other one button is just frustrating the bejeez out of me. I'm being polite. I said bejeez. Yeah. So this is kind of like doing a pom-pom, right? You go around and around and around, and you fill up the hole, and then you cut it around the edge, and they're all equal. Whoa! Ruler's alive. Oh, and I pulled it all the way through. Goodness. I am having a day, guys. My goodness. Oh, we're not doing good today. Kim's just struggling with everything. Well, I wouldn't want to do it this way. I'll be honest with you. I would much rather just wrap it around a hunk of wood and do it that way. And then trim it. But if you don't have a hunk of wood, you could do it this way. Through the hole. Down through this hole. Kind of got to hold the ends. This could take like an hour to do. Jan, we actually had some rain yesterday. Anyway, if you do that, right, then you take your scissors and you cut it. I missed 1, 2, or 3. And then they're all the same length, and you do the wrap. Tie it and do a wrap. No. It'll be good it's good for the yard. We didn't get very much. I wished we'd have got like 3 times as much as we did. Garden's not planted yet. I want to get that done today. Smoke's not to be too bad today, supposedly. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm showing my idea. I don't like it. It's going to take too long. I would just rather wrap it around a piece of cardboard. Or the way I did these other tassels. Lay them all out and tie them in the middle. And then you do a wrap around the middle there. And then you got a tassel. This is very boring and ugly tassel. But still, it would be a tassel. Yeah, I know. I'd like to get it in today. But it's 10% Tuesday, so I got to go for groceries. And it's craft afternoon with the ladies here in town. And, so then you would do a wrap around there and trim it, and you got a tassel. No, it's not as smoky as Bad Days. For your son's grad? Awesome. So anyway, okay, Teresa, talk us through how to use the slit and the ruler for making tassels. You can't explain, but you can show us. As I say, I'm not on StreamYard. So when you do show us, pop the link and meet your creativity so that, do I have a book? What kind of a book? I have all kinds of books. I have a book. I have a book. Have to elevate one end. Okay. Janine, have a great day too. I'll shoot you a message about the group. Okay, so I've got one end elevated. It's got a hole in it and it's got the slice. But the ribbon you're going to tie with through the top hole. Oh, now I need ribbon. All right. Ribbon. I should have a piece of ribbon. Okay, I'm going to use this piece from that I'm taking off this ruffled lace. Bear with me. Kim's going fast. She's zooming. Oh, who's going? Wait. Who's leaving? Okay, Janine, take care. I'll message you when I've got information for you. Okay, so I take this and I put it through the hole. Oh, you're saying goodbye to Flo. Okay, Andrea, take care, hun. So nobody's leaving. All right. I take this and I put it through the hole. Okay, it's through the hole. And I love it. Ladies, we're so confused. Okay, I've got it in the hole. Teresa, where do I go from here? Pull it up out of my way. It's up and out of my way. Oh, ladies. So it's not just me today. I'm glad it's all of us. I'll be honest. I'm glad it's not just me. We are. We'll just call it a Polton goodbye. We joke because we'll say goodbye and then we'll stand outside and talk for another hour or so. Now, one way or the other, right or left, you add your strips of materials. Okay, let's get some strips of materials. I happen to have, and I know where it is. Because I don't throw anything out. I have a bin of flannel strips from when I used to make rag blankets. Okay, so let's take a bunch of strips of materials. Disembodied penguins, cat paws. Okay, I have a bunch of strips of materials in various colors. Put one end through the slit over and under. Okay. Let's see if I can take these ends. Guess I have to do it one at a time. Over and under. Over and can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm overing one end and undering the other. Slide it all the way to the top. Okay. One at a time. Then I take the next one and do the same thing. Over and under. And I go all the way down the ruler, I'm assuming. Do it so it's in the middle. Yeah, well, if it's not right in the middle, I can trim them. Or I can have a wonky tassel. Okay, until I get done with what I want to put in my tassel. All right. So now I push them up. Do I push them up, Teresa? They're reasonably even, except for this one. And this one. That's going to be a pretty bulky tassel because it's flannel. So I've got this far. Now take your ribbon that you have in the top and pull it down under the ruler, just one side. Okay, so let's lay these back out over the book. And we're going to take this ribbon and we're going to pull it down this side under the pieces. Got it? Got it? Now put that in through the bottom of that slip. Through here. Through there. Now I go under it. Oh, see, I didn't leave it very long. Okay, I got it. You pull it up, I'm assuming. Okay, I've got that. Oh, why not do some of it? There we go. There we go. Pull the top of it out. I think I did something wrong. I did something wrong. Okay, we'll leave these the way they are. Leave these the way they are. Because I got too gung-ho. So, this is in the hole. You go down under all this stuff and back up the slit. Right? And you pull it to the top. Pull them to the top. Then you take this one out. And you tie it. Tie it tight. I think I got it. That works great, guys. Did you catch that? So then you would just tie it tight around here. Some of these are just not the same length because whatever reason. That was a good tutorial. And then you would tie something around here and you've got a tassel. Perfect. That's a great idea for doing tassels. It really is. Thank you, Teresa. Excellent. I just have to figure out what I want to wrap that with, and I will have another tassel for the collection. And that's got nice wide strips of fabric that it can take a lot of embroidery or whatever. That's excellent to know. Yeah, for sure. That is excellent. Thank you, thank you. All right. Let's see if now this is going to cooperate with me. I still have that third one to do. And I really didn't like that knot on the back again. Well, I'm really not getting very far. I've got 2 buttons sewn on. Whoa, look at me go. I'm like a road runner here, guys. Yeah, see, made a big mess. It doesn't even want to cut out. I tell you. There's got to be an easier way to do this. Hi, Sherry. Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Teresa just gave us a talk through on how to use the slit and a ruler for making tassels. And I am trying to decorate a tassel for the swap at the end of the month that I'm in. And my embroidery is not embroidering today. Not having a easy time with it. How are you doing with this smoke, Sherry? Are you hiding? Look, Zeller's 35 cents. How old is that? How old is that? My word. I don't think Zeller's is even around anymore. I really don't think Zeller's is around anymore. Zeller's was like a Kmart kind of thing. One of those department stores, kind of like a Wally World, Walmart. A little bit of everything. Oh, see, here we go. Having to thread the needle again. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take those. I was thinking of doing a sewing journal, actually, in memory of my sister. And those are the kinds of things that I would be putting in there. I've got a tag on here from a remnant that was really cheap too. Somewhere here on the desk, I found it and went, oh, I should keep that. And then, of course, I've got all kinds of packages of hooks and buttons. And if I get my sister's patterns, I could use those for pages, like the envelopes from the patterns. It's my thought anyway. Because I don't have enough journals on the go. Oh, goodness gracious. What's under my wheels? That was an ugly squeak. When in doubt, use needle threader. I'm just struggling. Struggles today. Now, the trick is to do this without breaking the needle threader because they're delicate. Not really made for embroidery flosses. What have I done here? I didn't get them all. That's what happened. Can I do the rest? Yeah. Yeah. That's fabulous, Anne. I bet you I've got some of that too. Like I say, I haven't been through my sewing sewing room in a very long time, and I need to do that to find out what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of fabric wise. And I know I've got like not just seam bindings, but I have like old applique things and stuff as well. There we go. There, now I got both. All the threads are through the needle. Yeah. My sister used to do, like, her sewing was incredible. She even sewed her husband's three-piece suit way back when. But she did purses and jackets and everything. She wasn't a big fan of doing quilts. But all the other stuff, yeah, she was great. And as I say, I want to get something tattooed with like the little dashes for stitches, because that was her favorite thing, is seeing how nice and orderly the little stitches went in a row. That gave her great pleasure. All right. So I have it. One single knot and there. Yeah. I miss those stores too. I mean, I am very thankful that we've got all the little like butcher stores and bakeries, that kind of stuff, so that you don't have to go to the big box stores, like the big grocery stores, for things like that. I've been tending to go to those more actually than the grocery stores. Yeah, she used to make her own patterns and everything, Anne, right? Like, she knew how to take her body measurements and adjust every single pattern so it fit her like a charm. Like, she was incredible. She really was. And personally, I detest sewing clothes. That is not my idea of a good time. Oh, look. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. That stuff's getting stuck in the knot. I think it's because I'm knotting. Normally, I don't tie knots. When I do embroidery, I just double stitch at the back. But because I want this to be, my goodness. And I didn't get the knot tight enough, so I have to do a second one. That's what I'm doing. Brutal, Kim. Just brutal. We are not taking it out and doing it a fifth time. There. It's going to have to do. Going to have to do. I am not a professional embroiderer. Okay. I'm answering a message. Sorry. Okay, I will definitely answer you when I'm offline. Okay, now back to the orange so that I can do the French knot. Little girl dresses. My girls didn't like wearing dresses. But I used to sew their clothes. And all the way up until I used to make pajamas for my family every Christmas, like definitely pajama pants. Everybody always got pajama pants. But it's been a long time since I've done that. Do you do the same thing that Becky McCauley does for the little girls' dresses, Anne? I think she makes dresses for a charity where they make dresses. Halloween costumes, yeah. I love making Halloween costumes. Definitely, definitely. But I prefer doing like the quilts. I want and my jean jackets, my patchwork jean jackets. Oh, that's cool, Anne. No, my kids were in the mud a lot growing up. Like they played in the ditches and they had dresses. Don't get me wrong. They did have dresses. But yeah, I like making quilts. I don't mind doing the rice bags and stuff. I'd like to start making some boho purses though. That's awesome, Anne. Absolutely awesome. Wow. Guys, yeah, my clothes. Yeah, no, sewing clothes definitely wasn't my favorite thing. As I said, I'd like to do some boho type purses, like big, and I like making tote bags. Nice, simple. See, my machines, because I sew a lot of like denim and heavy stuff with it, I find that sewing finer clothes, like they don't like the fine fabrics anymore. Well, maybe now that this last machine I took in actually has some embroidery stitches. It's an old Viking. Um, so it's got like a few fancy stitches. And he said he wasn't getting those to work nice. And he finally played around with it enough that it will do the embroidery stitches. So I think I want to make like some ribbons for junk journals and stuff. That kind of thing. I don't mind doing. I don't even know that I've got enough fabric to do dresses unless I do patchwork stuff. Maybe some stuff I have enough, but it's nothing little girls would like anymore, I don't think. Oh, I still haven't got this orange threaded. It's not just me, is it? Like, it's got a different needle. Problem being is I want a needle that's going to go through the hole on the... Oh, that's a beading needle. Poor thing. That's just a regular sewing needle. That's just thread. Oh, no, there is a needle attached to that. 2 needles attached to that. Those are for picking up beads. They go through the little beads nicely. But I know I've got bigger. Let's see if I can thread this one, because this one's not cooperating. Is there another needle on here? I don't think so. I think I'm good. There's that one. You're off, Jan? Okay, take care, hon. That's right. You've got a doctor's appointment this morning. Well, I hope you get some good news. Hugs to the kids. You used to make tote bags? Yeah. I did a lot for a while. And then what happened? Something happened. I just stopped making a lot of stuff that I used to do. Oh, you know, it's... Yeah, I think boho bags would be fun too. I've got a lot of really wild fabrics, and I used to make quilts a lot, so I've got some really interesting stuff. Oh, see, now, here we go. Right away, I didn't think. I tied a knot in all of it, and the other ones... Okay. Wow. You know, and I'm not even chemically enhanced this morning, guys. I'm just not with it. One. I used a different needle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't do it too tight. Don't do it too tight. There we go. There we go. Do you believe it's been an hour and a half and I've got 3 buttons sewn on? I haven't had a Fabric Land sewing, like a Fabric Land membership for years. I just, like I say, I just have not been sewing. Don't know that I'll get a Fabric Land membership again, but I mean, when I was quilting and buying like quilt fabric, it was like $5 a meter. I think the last time I was at a sewing store, and I can't even remember why I was there, it was over $20 a meter. Okay, so we've got those buttons sewn on. Finally. Brutal. Brutal, brutal. So that's just a fun way to add some buttons. It's a good thing that I've already started this one, and it's got some beads and fun stuff on it, because otherwise this could be taking the rest of my natural born days. Like I say, I put this on here. Yeah, toys, books, pillowcases. Yeah, lots of pillows, lots of blankets. Lots of kids' clothes. Oh, I guess this one is a blue flower. Lots of blue flowers. And purple beads. Blue and purple beads. All right. Well, now I've got orange flowers as well. So, when you've got these long strings from sewing beads and stuff on, I will put some beads on those sometimes as well. We could just do like a running stitch down this piece. Your iPad has a mind of its own today? Yep. I know that feeling. Let's just do a series of orange running stitches down this piece of ribbon. It must be one of those days. Must be one of those days. So again, this could be used in place of a snippet strip. It's got the hand done bits on it. Just some orange running stitches. If somebody's doing clusters or whatever, these are wonderful little things to add. 25 to 30 bucks a meter. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's a lot of money. There. Just tie a little knot in it. Trim it. It makes you glad you've got your own warehouse. Well, I've got close to a warehouse. Close to a warehouse. Now, because I tied this ribbon around the wrap, I think I'm going to grab a couple of more ribbons and do the same thing, just so that it's got that little bit of fun flow to it. We'll just dump that in the bin. Go and grab a couple of little ribbons that we can do that with. Sorry guys, I'll be right back. Digging here. Okay, I got a different kind of blues, 2 different blues, and a pink with picot on it. What are your hours? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to cut off random lengths and I'm just going to add them. I am going to use a crochet hook. I've got one here someplace. So I'm just going to go under this wrap that is around, and I am just going to lark's head these ribbons on. So this adds an additional bit of stuff on your tassels. I like to do this. I like to add additional things. A lot of times I add crocheting this way. So that's that one. Let's do a navy blue. Oh, this one has picots on it as well. Before 10 or after 5. Awesome. I've got lots of ribbon, which is really bizarre because obviously I have collected it for some reason. You could also do this with lace if you want to add lace bits. And it helps fill out the tassel as well. We'll do one more over here. And that's this one. So the pink's the odd man out, so maybe I'm going to throw in one more round of pink. So then I will put this one over here. There is the knot. So I'll put this blue here. And I will put another pink over here. Guys, you might as well use it, right? Might as well use your stuff up. Might as well. Whoop, missed. There we go. Oi. Now I'm having trouble with this. There we go. There we go. So I've added this stuff on so that we've got some extra stuff that I can add blingies to. Maybe I'll string some beads, add some sequins. Oh, lots of ribbon. Nice. Nice. This sounds like it's got a needle. It does have a needle on it. That's that beading needle I was thinking. I can put that in there. So I did pull a thing of white thread out so that I can do some little, I put those needles back, didn't I? I need fine needle, this one, on the white thread. That's the beading needle, but I don't like that to go through ribbons and things. If you're just doing some beading, freehand beading, that's better for that. This one's really nice and little. It should go through the beads and the sequins really nicely. 100-yard rolls were $2.50. Jealous. I am jealous. Not that I need ribbon, but I don't see any kind of sales like that around here. Maybe I just don't look. But I mean, with all the sewing my sister did, I'm sure that if there were that kind of sales here, she would definitely have said something. And her machines are those really fancy embroidery machines. So I guess those will be going up for sale. All right. So I'm going to sew on a couple of sequins, and it's almost been 2 hours, and I've only sewn on 3 buttons. So I'm going to call it a day because, as I say, I would like to get out in the garden if it's well enough for me to do that. And hopefully I can go and get groceries and go to the craft afternoon. I'm a wannabe today. I want to be everywhere. All right. So let's, we've got a sequin on there. Add a sequin to this nice piece of flannel. You can see when I cut it, it was in strips. I've got some red on there, but that's just Fine. What kind of sequin do we want? A real outlet next to the warehouse. I have all kinds of fun little sequins. I got paper beads in here too. It's blue. The other ones are blue flowers. Let's find something. We could do a big red outline with a white center. What do you think? Yeah, I had a tough morning with those French knots. This is also very old embroidery floss, a lot of it. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be waxing it as well if I'm using it. I think it's more a case of me being fumbled. Okay, so I've got the red one, I've got the white one, and I need a little button to go on a button. Very uncooperative French knots. Definitely. Maybe a white bead. Let's just do them red and white. Just a little white bead. So you go through the bead and then back through the sequins. I used to sit and do lots of these. Wow. No, it's me, guys. It's me. Because now I have gone through. There we go. I went through the knot at the back and pulled it. So we're just going to go through those again. I am just going to move that knot out of my way a little bit. We're going to go back up through those, all three of those again. But yeah, when I first started doing junk journaling, I would sit with my coffee in the mornings and make little strips with beads and sequins on. And I would have bins of them and then put them in the junk journals. These little beads, even though they're little, they add a lot of bulk to your junk journals. They really do. Yeah, it's a little bit off to the side. It's handmade, guys. It's handmade. Do a bit of a double knot at the back. Goodness. But yeah, I know that Shannon does a lot of little clusters and things and has bins of them to use in her art. I used to too. So again, I'm going to leave some space. Time to get a wiggle on. Awesome, Janine. Glad you were here. I will message you with information. Do a couple more sequins and then call it a day. So anybody working on anything exciting? Look at this desk, my word. This desk is crazy messy. I'm going to leave enough space between so that, like I say, they can snip them off. Okay, there's a little white one. And I want a big red one. I'm going to kind of do them the same so that, sometimes you want things to have a bit of symmetry in your. Another lovely big wooden bead. I think I'll add that. That's not wood. It's paper. I'm going to add that. There's got to be another big red one in here. Here. There we go. In the pharmacy? Everything you work on is exciting? Excellent. Dollarama? Oh, yeah. I haven't been to Dollarama for a while either. I'm trying to be really good about that stuff. Until I get rid of some more, um, I don't want to buy anything, even though I've got all those pages I need to paint. So I would love to have wonderful textures. There we go. Don't. I think maybe. Then you stab yourself with a needle. Yep. I think maybe I'm just not holding my mouth right today, guys. I think that's the whole problem. It's all in the way you hold your mouth for how easy things go together. Soda can journal? That sounds interesting. Is the covers soda can, Teresa? Or are you doing some of the inserts like with soda cans? And how, are you doing some die cuts out of them as well? Exactly, Janine. It is where it's meant to be. Things happen when they're supposed to, right? Nothing we can do about some things. What were you thinking, Belinda? About Teresa's journal? Okay, so I've got a little white one. I have another little white one out here. That's a white paper dot because I was doing eyeballs yesterday. We'll just take another white one out. Okay, awesome. I will message you back sometime today. Because seriously, if I can get out and about, that's exactly what I'm going to do too. Been in the house for a long time already. As much as I love it, there's other things that need to be done too. Oh, you made it on your channel last week? I will have to go and watch that. Some of these plastic sequins just, they aren't punched nice, you know? Baby Books, daughter's best friend. Oh, nice. You get to meet them and send them home. That's nice. Okay, Janine, take care. You going to do one with a Coke can? That is awesome. Yeah, see, that's just it. You can make a journal out of anything, right? Oh, that didn't work. Obviously went back exactly the way I came through this time. Got to move over just a little bit. Otherwise, it doesn't work. What do you think? Should I do 3 or 5? These ones are going nice. Do I jinx myself now that I've said that? Teresa, if I made you a mod, can you put your link in? No, no French knots, no. Normally, I don't struggle with them so much. I mean, I've done almost like a lilac bush kind of thing with French knots. Not a lot, you know. Okay, I'm going to turn you into a mod. Add as moderator. There. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Thanks. You know, like I would appreciate it. I would appreciate you putting your information in. Sharing information is great. It's what we're here for. It's what I'm here for, anyway. I don't want that one. I want a white one. A white sequin. These opaque white things are supposed to be sweet sequins. Oh, obviously the knot wasn't thick enough. Do you guys consider them sequins, or do you believe sequins should be shiny and fancy, not just plain white plastic? Leave me a comment below if you feel the same way, that sequins should be fun. If you're going to go to the trouble of hand stitching stuff on, it should be fun and blingy. Thank you, Teresa. I will have to check that out. Little white bead. Yeah, I think they should be shiny too. Although, you know, I kind of like the way these are turning out. Now I'm wishing I would have used red beads instead of the white ones, but it is what it is now. I can add fun, shiny things elsewhere. Okay. Where'd you go? Where did you go? You need to go up through all three. And if I can find one more red sequin, I'm going to do that one and then call it a day. Yeah. See, beads would be cute for the center too. They would, they would. Okay, one more. One more. I have some the big bling that I can add as well. And then I had a container of, got one with stars that I can use. So I'm going to be adding some of this stuff throughout the day. No. I mean, if I'm going to my friends for the craft afternoon, I'm going to take stuff with me. So I can add stuff, you know, get this one done and I will be happy. I did find a red one. It was right on top. Little white one, little white one. Where'd you go? Yeah. I've also got butterflies, and they've got 2 holes, and the holes would work great. Like, I put them on top of flat buttons, a 2-hole button, and it works really nice. It turns out really cute. So I'm going to be working on this for the week, couple of weeks, however long. It's not due until the 22nd, I believe. So I got 20 days to putz with it. But I love doing these fun little tassels. I find them really relaxing. I do, really. Hey, Lee, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. I'm making a fancy tassel with sequins and beads and things. Sequins and beads and things, oh my. You caught me just as I was finishing this one up and finishing off for the day. But I do appreciate you popping in. Lee does train layouts, and it's really cool how he does all his miniature stuff for them. It gives me too many ideas because then I want to start doing little things again like that. And I'm not doing doll houses and stuff anymore. So, but still, it's great ideas. So I would like to thank everybody for being here, for putting up with the craziness this morning. Trying to get these buttons embroidered onto this piece. It took me 2 hours. 2 hours, well, hour and a half to do 3 buttons. It was brutal. So thanks everybody for being here in the chat, everybody chatting and tolerating the crazy, and anybody who's up in the balcony, thank you for watching, and anybody who does the replays, I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a marvelous day, and I will see you next week or around the net. Take care, everybody. Big hugs, and I hope everyone's having a great day. Bye now.